All right, let's continue our journey. Load game.
You're here to slay her.
I'm going full aggression.
If
I'm
you
going to see if we can
don't,
make her
it
like
will
a
be the
murder
end.
beast. Continue.
You make your way. She will love.
Everything will be direct and just full attack.
The interior of the blade is.
Take the blade.
You take the
Enter.
door to the.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it." Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. You walked. She's focus on the task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably so.
Skipping, I know. Slay.
You lunge forward. You feel flesh.
Oh, this is it. I'm almost embarrassed. Do you actually believe?
It's like she's convinced she can't. Yes. Even as she lays there, but it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing. But is it over? It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you we should make sure. I really don't think you should do, and why shouldn't we? Is there something? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is...
We could learn if she comes back to life after removing it.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by...
An eye for an eye. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? Whatever that's worth.
This is a fun
Everything
game.
goes dark,
And you die. The razor.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to...
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and
This whole
stab
thing's
us
a crock
again.
of shit.
Stabbed to death. Yeah, that's exactly.
Calm down. I assure you she has no...
We should try the apathetic route of just walking away.
Couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? Know what to look.
I want to just see what happens if you keep attacking.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and... The blade is your implement.
Feels a bit.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging her grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chairs.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? A knife? What are you talking about? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. princess falls silent, her smile okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, then yours.
Hehe.
How? What did she even hit us with?
Voice of the
You
cheated.
stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with, and then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her... Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
It's good.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch,
The arms race. Okay.
you're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been. This is our... No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire... That can't be right, that's too much respect.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused. The only furniture of note is a bent metal. We take it. Okay, sure, you take
Damn.
the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just... That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn it. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get... You walk through the door. There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it. Move.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking... Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting... You reach forward and place your... And the mirror's gone. It was never there.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't...
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly...
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time.
She's got another thing coming if she...
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's your internal
What
bickering is
the
cut short
fuck?
by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms
Just pure
erupt
blade.
green blades glistening with
Whoa.
blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
That's sweet.
She's loose, and she is coming.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
If we don't let ourselves feel it. Going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk. Going to unconditionally surrender now. Try flirting. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Ooh. Think up something better.
No, that's a win win's a win. Screw it, we've already died twice. What, a third is a third. Who
I should have
cares?
probably attacked just to see what happens.
Fine. You raise your...
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do?
Then you skewer yourself.
Uh-oh.
Ow. Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Huh. That didn't do much of anything.
Shit.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Nah. We'd know if we died.
Voice of the
Right.
contrarian.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extreme. This is all horribly wrong. How many... This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about... Okay. Whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack.
There we
It's
go.
not we don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving. Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
All right, I'm in.
Come on, show me something new.
Oh.
None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that... What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh,
Do you see that? We all... That was luck. We only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
you're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. Okay, let's go. Just panic. Flee.
This is the
She
paranoid.
skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling she skewers you.
Ooh.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? You're right. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Excellent. Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my... That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the
Jackie
sharp
Daytona.
hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to... they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest any. The only thing we're gonna manifest is there are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? How about you stick to describing things? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destiny.
Daytona, baby, every time I hear no one else.
Star-crossed lover. Fine by me. It's more of a Fine, I'll just shut up then. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the...
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch it, but I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I got something ready for you while you were gone. I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you.
She's all
It's
blades.
worth it though.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want... Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting
All
into
right.
blooms of raw meat as it stretches. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls, all that remains in the center of the.
Are you ready for what?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Yes! Behold!
Perfect
the
woman.
Perfect.
It's all
woman.
blades.
Do you think we can throw her out? That
Alright,
looked
so the heart is what we need to appeal to.
How is she still? Her heart's still beating. That's all she needs. This is fake. This is. She doesn't even have a back anymore. This is all just a. We're screwed.
Just to your mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm, free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. It's time. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. We're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Amen, sister.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But
This is
nothing
pure
cannot exist on its
existentialism.
own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
It's kind of it's a cool game. It's I mean, it's as deep as you want it to be, I suppose.
One.
But it's well done.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The next time I see you, each of us will finally, I will be here.
The laser full to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to you make a warning. She will laugh. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely. The blade is your. Her voice.
Hello?
This. Don't let it fool.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk down the stairs and look. I am begging you to stay.
Hi. Okay. Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
We haven't tried this.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll.
You have to make a choice. I know you think this is some kind of fair. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch.
Where are you going? You can't just.
You turn your back to the princess.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before.
Slip these chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways.
She sounds terrifying. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, but I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body... It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change things.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. You're here.
You have already committed to my complete.
Oh, she will lie. I don't think he doesn't.
Does the music also go kind of off at these subsequent acts? It
The
sounds.
interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade. There's
He
definitely.
doesn't know about it,
There
okay.
isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us. We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying, I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with it. No, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second guessing. Walk up to the wall next to the empty base. This really isn't. You reach forward and rub your hand again. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden, so... Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us. You cross over the threshold
Whoa.
and onto a series of isolated steps. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen? How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming... She could be anywhere, and there's no... Are you really not going to comment on how weird... No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it's... Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Is left the right one or is right the right
I wouldn't
one?
give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go,
I'm going to find you.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find a faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Out as your blood begins to
Right.
coagulate. It's as heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. Doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option, right? Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Remain with your nightmare.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the
Whoa.
chance to see what lies beneath, like a creeping mold. The complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Oh boy. Holy. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that?
Oh.
Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think we're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any
Jackie
other
Daytona.
love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here? Of course we're wrong. She is the only thing. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it? We've tried that. It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles. You do not. That's a new? No. Boo! You're the worst one. He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now all of you aren't letting nothing happen. Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need to get you killed by himself. Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. I wonder what we look like right now. My point You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that. She's still here. Berry, just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. They've been heard too much. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. Or you could just give up. You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? Smash it to pieces! She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It does exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them, and it already has worked. It's gone, don't you? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward. You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, you lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me, a trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do any. What are we supposed to do? This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants? You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. You stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at our...
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the
to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They've gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Is that a crow? That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, a faint and veiled in the shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. It is. It's a bird. Is this me? Oh my god. This game got wild fast. Break the mirror without asking any questions. Achievement unlocked. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. You already know what you are. Oh, this is a repeat. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Bring the moment of clarity to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Whoa. That's awesome.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Is she life and I'm death?
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is...
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
I'm aware
are a body. You are gory ribbons. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them. And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are but at the feet of that power. The dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you
When she went like
with
full
Christ
Elf
by my
Queen,
side
Lord of the Rings style,
in
right?
Creation, you gladly took it. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness. And through the lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful. A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Right on.
But you say nothing.
Brutality splashes you against the walls, but with stubborn defiance you rise again. And with the dance of our conflict, I was brought somewhere new. Without you, my world would have been so small. Do you remember the moment of your triumph? Do you remember the feeling of your blade finally cutting me down? My defeat was a gift. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Agreed.
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Does say slay the princess. That's the name of the game. I think you need some bad.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. Apparently that's not true. We can worry about it later. She's too many things all you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make... Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's... Do you need me? That's probably for the best. The stairs.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go? Honestly, me neither. Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
No one's grown.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Fuck that.
Can she really do that?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them. I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know, but odds are we've probably done it before.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand.
It's forward.
Hey, I love you.
You don't even know what love is, lady. Uh-oh.
You're on a path. You're here.
Oh. Did we do it? These are hilarious. What the hell? Spoons. The good ending doesn't count. Finish the game. Join the discard, join our mail. What the hell? Play our other game. Yo, Mert. That was awesome, dude. That was a ride. I was not expecting that. That was some deep kind of philosophical questions. So, is she the variations of life and we were the stillness of death? Split? We're both like godly entities, I guess, trying to figure out how to understand perspectives of mortals. That's a doozy. Cool game. I would recommend this to anyone. Thanks for sending this to me. It's really cool.